Hey YouTube, so today I'd like to talk to you about my most recent acquirement in the watch department, the SKX009. Now, this watch can be distinguished from its brother, the SKX007, if you look at the color combinations, where you can see this watch has a dark blue dial with a dark blue bezel, contrasted by some red, going up to 20 minutes on the right side of the watch. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 things I like about this watch, and then 2 things I dislike, to get the review in an overall positive theme, because I really like this watch. I can't lie. So, the first thing I like about it is the design. The design is incredibly well executed. Because if you look at both the dial and the contrasting colors on the bezel, it's such a great combination. And even though you've seen this on GMTs for I don't know how many years, and even though it's a dial watch like a Submariner would be, or stuff related to that, it's still got its own thing going. With the for instance, the crown being positioned at 4 o'clock instead of a 3 o'clock, and also the day date function without the magnifying feature. That's also, it's got its own thing going. So I really like that. The design is pretty flawless in my opinion. Now, the second thing I really like about the watch is the functionality, particularly in relation to the movement. Even though it's just a workhorse movement from the Seiko family, it just functions really well. I've read stories online about people who have had this watch for 15 years, and even though they've had it for 15 years, they've never had to put it up for service, and it just still runs. It's such an incredible movement. And also the fact that it's got a day date at this price point, and a day date that functions and has 2 languages. In my case, it's Spanish and English, but you can get Arabic and English, and I think also Chinese or Japanese if you look at other marketplaces than the European and American. So it's very versatile in that department. And the first thing I like about it is also just in general how versatile this watch is when you throw it on different straps. I mean, I've thrown it on a NATO strap just for today, to showcase how great it looks with the dark blue NATO strap in relation to the dark blue watch face, all in all. But you can throw this on a link bracelet, you can throw it on rubber straps, you can throw it on leather straps, and it's just going to suit it very well. It's a watch for pretty much all occasions. Now, the 2 things I do not like about this watch. The first thing is it's not windable. It has to be wound by using the automatic movement, so that means shaking the watch from side to side, preferably when you're holding in your hand, just doing a sweeping movement. It's not as if it's hard. It would be nice if you could just wind it on the crown, but you can't do that. Now, the second thing I don't really like is that the watch itself doesn't have a hacking function, so the watch doesn't halt the movement when you're trying to set time. So if you, for instance, want to match the seconds hand up with a reference clock, you have to slightly pause it by turning the time backwards very slowly, and then that sort of does it. It's not as if it's a very annoying feature. It's just that it would have been nice to have a watch that could both be wound just by turning the crown, or and a watch that you could just set without having to worry about matching up the seconds hand all too much. But all in all, I mean, 3 positives, 2 negatives aside, this is a great package. It goes for around $200 on the web, and it functions. It's a great watch. You can use it for anything you throw at it, and the greatest point, the overlapping and the trumping card of this watch is the price point, $200, and it's just a great watch for the money. And it's not like a Rolex or a Patek where you're going to go out and you're going to worry about smashing it against doors, or smashing it against walls, or being active with it, because if it really does break, you can just get a new one. So it's not like you're losing your life savings or anything. So I really like this watch. And if you do too, then I think you should buy it, because the more people who have this and can experience the joys of owning a Seiko SKX009, the very much better. So thanks for watching, and I'll probably get in touch when I have acquired the next watch in my collection. I will see you. Have a good day.